Welcome back to the Path Talk Show. I'm your host, Justin Holland, and today I want to talk about the 4 key principles of mastery, especially when it comes to mastering your craft. These 4 main principles is what's going to help you succeed in your career and in life as well. The first main principle is finding a coach. When you find a coach that has achieved the things that you already achieved, it's going to help you progress so much faster because they know the roadmap towards your success because they lived it, they have achieved it. And then from there, what took them about 20 years will take you half the time sometimes because they have the right strategies to implement into your success in order to be able to follow that path. And you get to learn from their mistakes and see what their problems are. And from there, they're able to give you the solutions. Even though you're going to fall many times, you're going to fail many times, but you have to know that's all right. And you have to trust in your coach that he will help you get there. And the second principle is having the right inner circle to push you. And this has happened a couple of times in my life where, for example, when I was wrestling, having the right teammates to push you when you feel like you don't even want to train, help you stay on the path and always show up at training. And when you're at training, they push you to go that extra mile where if you were to train by yourself, you wouldn't actually do it. They push you forward to be able to excel even more. And even like, for example, when I started going towards this like business journey, and I went and started with 2 of my mates, one of them or both of them actually living in Dubai now. And we just stuck together and we pushed each other forward where it started off with my mate and I, we started a podcast. And from there, we were just interviewing a lot of entrepreneurs. And from there, he was pushing me as I was pushing him to move forward and be able to go through these interviews, doing 2 to 3 podcasts a day until we achieved our main outcome. And then from there, my other friend who became a great communication coach, he wanted advice on what he wanted to do in his life. And he wanted to start a degree in university. And I saw that he had more potential in himself. And I sat down and spoke to him and said, he would be a great communication coach and he would succeed in social dynamics. And we spoke about all the old times when he used to watch these videos and we used to share knowledge and books about communication. And from there, he actually went forward and he actually took that path and started his coaching career. And 3 or 4 years later, he ended up building over 300,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram. And from there, he was able to move to Dubai and get married and live a more happier lifestyle. So that's one of the reasons why it's important to have an inner circle. And the third one is having systems over goals, where from there, it's great to have goals and it's important to actually write them down, even if create a vision board, whatever you need to do in order for you to be able to succeed and focus on those goals. But you need to be able to create systems around it in order for you to follow through the systems to be able to achieve your goals. When these systems, you're able to follow the daily process in order to achieve your daily goals, and it all accumulates over time. Where a lot of businesses create like actual systems with their admin work, finance, etc. Or for an athlete, they would be focusing on creating systems around their training, where they're focused on training specific things 5 to 6 days a week, where they're focusing, for example, an MMA fighter, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and striking. From there, they're focusing on those 3 things on a daily basis. But where else do they fit their strength and conditioning in and their extra work in? So they need to be able to create a solid system and trust in the coach, which is the first principle, in order to follow that path with having those solid systems in place. And that's the great thing about having a coach and also having an inner circle that's going to help you be able to create these systems in order for you to achieve those goals. And the fourth one is consistency, because being realistic, you won't start training today and become an Olympian tomorrow. It takes years of work. For Olympian, they're working for about 12 to 20 years in order for them to be able to achieve their goals of making the Olympics. And even then, making a Olympic final is like just so small, and only very few people in the 0.00001% actually achieve that goal of medaling at the Olympics. So it's a matter of fact being able to stay consistent, try not to skip steps, and when you do not skip steps, you're going to see yourself exceed and excel even more. So if you can focus on these four principles, it's what's going to help you succeed to that next stage. If you like what I said, follow for more and comment below what you want to hear next.